Hello everyone to another Catan video. So I'm in the third position and seems like a decent board. Very little brick on it, just the 8. So I think I would have preferred 8-5-10, but 8-5-4 is also a decent pick by yellow. This leaves the option of 9-10, 5 open for a brown. I think brown will go for that. And then when it comes back to me, I think so when it comes to me, I think I will go for 8-5-10, get the best sheep and decent wood on board. Yeah, so as expected, yeah, brown does go for 9-5-10. I can also go for 6-5-11 over here, secure the best ore and wheat on board, and then I can get something like maybe 3-11-10 or even 10-9-2. So because that is an option, I think I will go for 6-9-11. Mm, because if I get 8-5-10, I think I will be able to get one of the six sheeps. Sorry, six wheats. Red won't take both of those. So red can go for something like this and like 6-4-9 and 8 or 10-5, and they will have a very strong setup. Even if they go for something like a 5-6-11 or a 6-3-11, I will have some wheat left for me. So I, based on that, I will go for the 8-5-10. Although I don't get the best ore, but I do get a lot of sheep and wheat, and the proximity to the sheep port might be useful. So a little surprising that red goes for, wow, red goes for 6-4-3 and 10-9-2. So that just leaves 6-5-11 open for me, and I think that is a very strong setup. I mean, I was confused between 6-5-11 and 8-5-10. In this case, I get both those spots, and the reason I'm pointing, actually I can point right, but maybe yellow wants to take the 9-4-11 spot. Uh, Pointing up is a mistake because then I will be clearly competing with brown, and brown can easily select something like 6-11-12 and cut me off. I think pointing to the left is just fine. Pointing to the right is also okay, but I, yeah, I think this is fine. So now I have the strongest sheep, strongest wheat, and the best ore on board. I also have a little wood to go with it, but I will be focused on the ore wheat sheep game completely. Wow, so these placements are very weird. I also have the option of building on the 10-11-3 now. Little surprised that red did not pick up 9-6-4 and went for 6-3-4, which is just lower production. And I can say the same thing for yellow. Yellow went for 9-4, sorry, 9-6 instead of 6-9-12. So giving me a very strong setup at this point. Uh, to begin with, I think I cannot do much, just get a dev card. I get a knight, which is completely fine. So I would like to get a few early sixes and fives to roll so that I can get an early city. And once I get a city, I will be focused completely on getting dev cards and progressing in that sense. I don't mind offering a wood for wheat. So if I'm offering another one, I'll ask for two this time. I think Brown will be building on 843 and they will have a very strong setup once they get that spot. So I do roll another 5, giving me one more ore. Let's see if somebody wants a wood. I'll be willing to trade it, or else I'll just hold on to it. So Brown is willing to give me wheat for it. I will take it for sure. And now if I can get an ore, I will have the city that I'm looking for. So Brown wants a brick. I don't have any. Let me see if I can get a trade like this. Seems like Brown doesn't want it. What if I can get some trade for a brick? Um, Red wants two wood and a sheep for a for a ore. I don't have that. Let me offer the same trade again. If red wants it, they will take it. Okay, red doesn't want it. So at this point, I don't think I can do much. I'll just hold on to my cards. Don't want to play the knight. I am not blocked at this point. Yeah, that trade doesn't work for me at all. I don't produce any brick, and so far eights haven't rolled. So I don't even I cannot even give away the wheat. Sorry, the sheep. Yeah, yellow looking for a sheep. I don't have that, so the trade doesn't go through. 6 gives me an additional wheat, which is just extra at this point. Then 11 or a 5 will give me a city. 11 will give me a city by the help of 4 is to 1 conversion. This game I will not be having any 3 is to 1 port, so that is something that I will have to be careful about. Let's see if I ask for this trade. Probably somebody might accept it. Yeah, I don't have a sheep, which everyone is looking for. So that's a little unlucky. Okay, I will go for this trade and build my city on the 6-5-11. A little expensive, but in the end, I am still getting a city out of it. So don't think anybody is calculating or is keeping an eye out on the cards that people have. 8 and 4 hasn't rolled in quite some time. Sorry, 8 hasn't rolled in quite some time, and 4 and 3 haven't rolled at all. So nobody has the sheep that everyone is asking for. Now the 8 does roll, giving me the much needed sheep. And at this point, let me see if I can offer a sheep for 2 wheats. I will go for that trade. Wow, I get this trade. So that's a very nice trade for me. If a 7 doesn't roll, I will have a second city of 5 rolls. Completely okay with it. I will offer a ore if I can get a sheep. I don't think I'll get a sheep, but if I get a brick in return, I will take it. Red just keeps on asking for sheep, but pretty sure that isn't a trade that red is going to get anytime soon. How about something like this? Probably red might accept this. Okay, red doesn't want to accept that. And people keep asking for sheep, so not much that I can do here. Let me see if I can get this trade, and if this goes on, I will get a 4:1 and get a city. Sorry, get a dev card along with the city. Because none of those trades go through, I'll just build my city and convert my wood into brick and end my turn there. So right now I have a third city in hand, but no place to build the city. I have already built both my cities pretty early on. And 8 would be a very nice roll at this point, giving me 2 dev cards. Wow, and the 8 does roll. So I have been very lucky with these earlys 5, 6, and 8. Um, Not a trade that I want to do. I have already done I have received this brick with a 4:1, so it has been an expensive trade anyway. Seems like a decent trade, but I wouldn't give settlement so easily to yellow because then yellow will have a strong ore to go with their ore production on 5 and 10. So seems like brown just gave yellow a city, giving them 2 ores for a brick. Yellow, on the other hand, just does a 4:1 to get that settlement, which is completely fine. Another 12 rolls doesn't give anything to anyone at all. And if a 7 doesn't roll, I will be able to get 2 def cards. Another 6 rolls. So let me see if I can get a sheep. Actually, no point in even asking for sheep. The only person who produces any sheep is me on 8, and 3 and 4 haven't rolled at all. So based on that logic, I'll just go for a couple of dev cards. Get a victory point early, not something that I'm looking for. A knight is good. So another 8 rolls giving me another dev card in hand. I will accept it. Let me see what I can get in return though. I will let red counter offer that. Oh, so red accepts that trade, which is completely fine by me. And I will try and build on the 10-3-11. And I also have 2 dev cards in hand. So yeah, yellow is also in a pretty strong position, and I don't want to do this trade. Also, I mean, brown accepts this trade, but yeah. So yellow is now able to get another settlement. Oh, see, so these eights are really good for me now, giving me lots of cards. I hope a 7 doesn't roll at this point. 6 is fine. Uh, I will be going for dev cards. I will build a road first. Or actually, let me just go for dev cards if I get road building or something of that sort. So I do get a monopoly and I have lots of knight. So I will be playing my knight. And at this point, I think blocking a wood from everyone is fine. I do get a wheat from yellow. Let me see if I can offer any trades. Let me see if I can get a trade like this. This would give me a road and a settlement. Don't think any trade is going through. In that case, I'll just build a single road and end my turn. 10 rolls giving me 2 more ores, and that basically means I will be getting 2 more dev cards if I don't get stolen from or if a 7 doesn't roll. So 7 does roll. It was due, so it is completely fine. I think I will give away my sheep and wheat. I will keep the 2 ores in hand. Pretty sure the 8 or the 6 wheat gets blocked and I get stolen from. Another 7 rolls, so now I think that 10 ore gets blocked and I get stolen from again. Wow, so brown targets yellow. Maybe they want to play a knight afterwards. Don't think stealing from yellow was the right move. I surely need to be targeted. But yeah, yellow can have it has more potential to grow. That is true as well. So maybe wasn't the worst move after all. Plays the year of plenty, and I guess just building a single settlement. Okay. 8 does roll, so I can play a monopoly at this point, but rather just get a few trades. Let me see what I can do, what I can get for a sheep. Playing a monopoly on brick wouldn't help me too much, but I will go for this trade if possible. Yeah, I don't mind this trade with red at all. And at this point, I'll just end my turn here. So another 8 rolls, and red gets a dev card. Okay. Finally, a 4 does roll, but I'm pretty sure yellow will use all the cards that they have now. Probably get a couple of dev cards or just get a city. I think yellow is now a decent threat just because they can get the longest road very easily as well. So that is surely that I something that I need to keep in mind. I will go for that trade if I get the cards that I want. So yellow gets a single dev card, which is fine. Another 7, so probably block the 8 brick. Okay, the 6 wheat is just as fine. So good for me that yellow is the target and not me. Yeah, so I will be targeting yellow as well. I get a sheep, not a card that I want. Let me see if I can get something for us in return. What if I get this trade? I will go for a dev card with a 4:1. No, yellow doesn't have any cards, so I'm not waiting for them to respond. I don't have the wood, so not something that I can do much about. And seems like none of the trades are going through. In that case, not sure what my best move at this point would be. How about just play the knight and steal from red? But stealing from red also doesn't make a lot of sense. Yeah, maybe I can just play a knight and steal from yellow. I get another ore. Okay, doesn't help me much. So but in any case, I will at this point just get a wheat and end my turn. Nine rolls. I could have blocked the 9 wood, but I think this wasn't a bad block. Red plays road building. Okay, so they are trying to take away the 10-3-11 spot that I had an eye on, but that's okay. Um, so in this game, basically all I need is a settlement, a city, and the largest a victory point and the largest army. So I still am looking for quite a few things. Three rules, the first three of the game. So now even Brown is collecting a few dev cards, but they don't have any city any at the moment, so not something that I'm too worried about. I do play my knight, and I think I will be stealing from yellow for sure. Get a wood, which is very nice, and I roll a 10, so I can get my city at this point. Let me see if I can get a trade for a sheep. So yeah, I will accept the trades from both red and brown. This way I am able to get a get a settlement and a dev card. So that is good for me. And I get a road building, which is just fine. Uh, 7 rolls, and pretty sure I will be the one who will be targeted now. But I already am on 8 points, and nobody has taken the longest road yet. So I can just play my road building and, if possible, build a single road and win the game. That is a possibility. I also have an option of playing Monopoly. So there are a decent chances of something happening in this game. On the other hand, I do not have any more knights now. So brown will be playing their dev card and blocking me. Okay, seems like, yeah, so yellow does get the longest road now. So that strategy wouldn't have worked. So yellow taking their time to think about what that action could have been. Wow, so Brown doesn't play a dev card. Really surprising, but I'm pretty sure they will be blocking me now. Yeah, and they steal my ore away. Completely fine with it at this point. Not much that I could have done about it. And I roll a 10 at the very moment that it is blocked. Mm, at this point, I think I have to play my road building and secure a settlement spot on the 8 wheat port. I can go to the 5-2, but I'm pretty sure I'm not getting the longest road because yellow just needs to connect one road. And they have a lot of more brick production, which I don't have. And on the 5-2, red can build a road and settle and cut me off. So that's a risk I'm not willing to take at this point. So because of those reasons, I think I will just build two roads. This way, I'm pretty sure that the 8 wheat settlement spot is always open for me if I do need to build a settlement ever. 7, I don't have any cards, so pretty sure brown will be targeted now. Sorry, yeah, even yellow can be targeted. But I think brown has a better chance, a better game at this point. 6 is a good roll. I am keeping an eye out for monopolies that I can play. Yeah, 4 is a very good roll. I will be playing Monopoly on sheep for sure because there are at least 4 sheeps in the game that will give me just a single dev card at this point. But if another 4 rolls or 8 rolls, I will be good playing that Monopoly. And 8 does roll. Brick is another option, but not something that I am planning to do. Let me offer a sheep. I don't think anybody will want it because a 4 just rolled. But if anybody takes it, I will be getting that back with the Monopoly. Doesn't work, so I'll still be playing my Monopoly. Yeah, and I can build a settlement for sure, and I am one card short of a dev card, so that's a little unlucky. But at this point, I would rather go for a single dev card first and see what happens. I get a victory point, so that's nice. Now I need to just build a settlement. I cannot do that this turn. Let me see if I can get something like this. Yellow might accept this trade. Oh, this works perfectly fine for me. So that's just GG. Red accepted a trade that they should not have. And a very easy win. Yellow did threaten a little, but not a bad game at all. I do gain 12 elo points there. Overall, I had a very strong setup. I think red made mistakes when placing their setups, and even yellow picking the 9-6 it was a mistake. Anyway, that's it for now. Let's take a look at the elo board. I think I should be in. I think last time when we saw, I was in mid 6,000s, and now I'm in low 5,000s. That's very good. So the rise continues and the grind continues. Anyways, bye for now, and see you again in the next video.